met Doug at his home in Eyam, which was originally the manager's office serving the now defunct glebe mine. The small cottage, like the TARDIS, belies the size and wealth of its contents, and before settling down for the interview, I'm given a quick tour of this unique library.
Sort of general geology.
I see, yeah. It's not just caving then, you've got everything here, haven't you?
Oh no, this is all geology and everything. This is a world famous one, this one.
And how many books do you say you've got?
10,000.
10,000 books. So you've got plate tectonics, central Himalayas.
This is all, both this side and the other side.
Yes.
A pure Derbyshire.
Right. Oh, it's Barrows in the Peak District.
Yes, it's pure Derbyshire. This
What would you do if somebody gave you another book now, Doug? Well, you wouldn't have anywhere to put it, would you?
I should find someone.
You'll have to start.
There's 48 different dictionaries of one sort or another, isn't there? The whole of this block sort of tends to be dictionaries.
Yes. Ah, dictionary of dates.
Yeah. Oh, there's all.
Reader's Digest, and that's getting quite common, Doug, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh yes, there's all sorts of ages.
Yes. Wonderful.
All sorts of ages.
I could spend a whole lifetime.
Oh, you could. Yeah, easily.
Yeah. How many books are there here?
There's 10,000.
10,000
books.
Goodness me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's true to say that if you were asked a question about any mine in the Derbyshire, you would know. You would have a volume on it, probably.
I'd have a reference to it.
A reference to it, yes.
Oh yeah.
I know when I came here to talk about Neil Moss with you. I mean, you had a big book, a big box full of information on Neil Moss, didn't you?
We gave that to Bill Whitehouse.
Yes.
He's the head of the Derbyshire Cave Rescue Organisation.
But it's difficult to catch you out on anything, isn't it?
Well, you know.
And then you're currently involved in putting all this information into a database.
Well, now definitely, because as I say, when Miss Nellie Kirkham of Stoke, when she died, she didn't, and this is a problem that faces all of us. You're never quite sure what to do with the library. Give it to any conventional library or outfit, and it'll disappear down the cellar, never to be seen again. So you've got to put it in the right hands. Now, Nellie obviously thought mine were the right hands, and I don't think I've disappointed her.
And this is what keeps you busy now, then?
Oh, yeah.
I want to just come now to talk about the film The Underground Journey, which I understand was one of your ideas. But I mean, can you tell me how it came to be made?
Yeah, we were looking for places to go. And
I mean, when you say we mean Operation Mole, don't you?
Yeah. We knew the story of Meerbrooksuff, where it was supposed to go. So we went and looked at the entrance, and we went to see the management, who wanted to know where we'd been for the last 12 years or so, because they didn't really know at the time.
They were quite keen to see you then.
Eh?
They were quite keen to see you then.
We were welcomed with open arms, which is not what you'd expect. No. You know, we expected to get thrown out on our ear hole.
Exactly.
But anyway, we started off. Now we got Doug Fern, who was the photographer for the Derbyshire Times at the time, so you know, he was right up in that business. And then he befriended a businessman in Matlock who launched the idea of making a film. But what really sort of made it go that way was the fact that we initially photographed the first fight, this 5,000 feet.
Of the Suff?
Of the Suff itself. And showed it to the water board, showed it to the Barmoot Court, showed it around. Mostly all sorts of mining engineers came to see it and things like that. We always got a good audience. And
this would be on 16mm celluloid type.
Yes,
film,
yes, it was indeed. Yes. And that was it really. It just grew from that. And then of course we went down Great Shaft, which was the deepest one we'd ever tried. It was 500 feet deep. We got down that one.
So it started out really just as a what an adventure.
Purely hobby.
An adventure.
Oh
really,
yes. It was purely part of the hobby, really. Following up on as we were going along.
Right.
And that gave us a name for being capable of doing stuff, which is why after that we were dragged up here to do more wood up here and spent another 5.5 years up here doing
And how long
that.
did you say you spent on Meerbrook?
11.5.
11.5 years?
No, wait a minute. I think that's got the 5.5 added into it.
Considerable part of your life then.
Oh yeah,
dealing with that.
yeah.
Was that a pushing trip then? You actually had to push it and clear blockages and so on?
Oh yeah.
You did?
I'll show you the photographs in a
Right.
bit. Right, and in the end, we made a mistake, or not. I wasn't there, so I didn't make it. But they invited 2 of the waterboard's people to come and have a look, and we took them down Conway Shaft, which is at the top end of what originally seems to have been some sort of a waterfall where they were trying to climb above the Toadstone, and it's pretty horrific looking in that area. And after that they more or less put the blocks on it and said no, we can't take the risk of letting you even go down there anymore, and that really was the end of that.
Yeah.
But there's every inch of where we went, and there's these plans. You can see where we.
Yeah.
There's Conway Plantation. That's Plantation. Conway's the next one.
Right.
That's the bottom.
Oh, yeah. That's dreadful,
The
isn't
bottom
it?
of the plantation. Well, no, it's quite comfortable.
Is he
actually.
alive? He's alive, is he?
Yes, he's alive, all right. Yeah. Yeah, so
He's
you
not
had to-
very happy.
oh, he's happy, huh? You had to squiggle under there to get into the shaft.
Oh, that's a beautiful bit of stempling.
Oh, yeah, they use these stone stemples.
Yeah. Wow.
That's how these things were when we got there, you know. We had to sort of do something about these.
Where was that?
This is Meerbrook.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, there's all sorts of bloody horrors down there.
Yeah.
Oh, there was.
Wow.
That was after we'd cleared it.
Doesn't look a lot better.
Oh yeah. Well, it's okay. You can breathe.
That's better.
That's the clear. Oh, we've done some clearing this side of the arch.
So you've let it all through?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they'd welcome you with open arms, wouldn't they? Good look at that. That's dreadful.
That's 4,487 feet in.
Is it?
Yes, it's they're all marked with where they are.
Goodness me, there's hardly any airspace at all. It was about 6 inches there.
You haven't seen that yet. We haven't even got to the bloody weir yet.
Oh,
That's the other side of that one. This is the.
they're wonderful stemples, aren't they? They must be about 3-4 feet long, though.
Oh yes, they are.
Great.
Now
Wow.
we're getting to the
Bit of a flake.
bottom of the. Yeah, it's a shale. You've come into the shale here.
Yes. Wow, I'm a bit too happy.
That's
is it?
4,937 feet.
So that's near the end of the limit of your exploration.
Well, that's coming.
Ooh.
That's how you come out of it.
Gosh.
See that?
The only consolation is that you said the water was fairly warm, so.
Yeah, my people really made a balls up. They took 2 of the waterboard engineers down
Yes, you
with them,
told us on
and
the
then
film,
they
yeah.
wouldn't let us go anywhere
No.
near the place again.
These are good pictures considering they're underground. We didn't have any slave flashes in those days, did you?
No,
Ooh, Conway Shaft.
that's Conway. This is,
And that's not Hop Mole, is it? Or is it?
yes, more or less.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
that's not John Oakley, is
That's
it?
John Oakley, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm just wondering if anybody's ever developed the art of building these things, because I can't imagine how they would do it. How you'd build a beehive.
Oh, I think we could do it.
That's a bit gloomy.
That's the limit.
Oh, is it?
That's where
as
we
far as you
stop.
got. And I think it would be sensible to stop there, don't you?
Well,
There's just no way on.
the floor. No, there is.
Oh,
the
is there?
floor is 8 foot down.
Oh, you said, I remember you, yes.
We've had divers down there, and the way on is clear
Yes.
as far as we can see underwater.
Yes,
But we hadn't got anywhere to put anything.
right.
You know, where the hell do you put anything?
No
you
stacking
clear out,
space,
you
is there?
see?
No.
So that was where we sort of finished.
Ah.
Then we. But then, this businessman and Doug Fern got the idea of making a film. Well, initially, It was going to be for the Adventure series. You know whether you remember them.
I do.
But at the time we started, they lent us certain underwater stuff and stuff like that, camera-wise and stuff. And they'd gone to South America. Now, and by the time they came back from South America, they'd changed from black and white to colour. So ours was all in black and white. So they didn't want it anymore. And just left it with us.
So did it go through a lot of production then? It went through the BBC. But the BBC owned it, did they? Or did they?
Well, no, they didn't really own it, but they didn't finance it. We did all that ourselves.
Did you?
But we were going to sort of sell it to them at the end of the day, but the end of the day never came.
Oh.
Well, it didn't matter.
But they did the music, didn't they?
We bought the music. No, we bought that.
Did you?
Oh yeah, you can't use music just like that.
Okay. Right, well, you were just saying to me that you filmed the Meerbrook stuff up. You sort of filmed about 5,000 feet into it.
That was from the tail.
From the tail.
Yeah.
You filmed got a lot of footage.
Inside
Meerbrook stuff, and then decided to make this into a story for a film called part of the Adventure series.
Yeah.
I mean, how did you come to hit on the idea of the journey itself? I mean, how did you get the idea that it was possible to make a journey under Meerbrook Low, isn't it, or Meerbrook?
Well, no, there's a few invented names on here.
Oh, right.
As Dougie found, we didn't want to show exactly what it was because somebody could get killed if they tried it.
I understand. Yes.
So Doug changed all the names, and in the majority, yes, he did really. Some were vaguely right and some were completely up the spout.
But the journey itself would have been theoretically possible to link Meerbrook and
it would have been from several directions actually. You might not necessarily have followed the course we mapped out for it. Right, that's probably Great Shaft. We've put Great Riff Shaft, but that's probably Great Shaft as it's known.
Right.
And we got a little bit further than that. No further than from here to the other side of the yard. Before we came to a point where the stuff itself was all it's about 8 foot below the surface of the water, but we've been down there since, and you can see as far as the eye can see from there, but underwater. And again, right at the end, we couldn't quite make it.
Right.
It got too damn dangerous.
Yes.
And the lads have actually been down there since this film, long after this film was made, and tried to continue the shaft I was sinking at the end of it. And they actually cleared a hole through and could see it going down further. But fortunately, they just got the necks back out in time to watch it all fall in behind them.
So what you're seeing in the film is real enough. I mean, you obviously put yourselves through a lot of hardships, and you got very wet for a start, very wet and muddy, and it's very cold, I would imagine.
No, it's not bad. It's thermal.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, thermal.
It's nice and comfortable and warm.
Oh, right.
It's not bad at all for that.
Well, quite a number. I mean, obviously, this gives you a good impression, really, what it was like for the old man, the old miner, what conditions he would have to work in. I mean,
there was a lot of money sunk into that.
Yes, yes.
And because it was dropping the water table in the whole of Wirksworth.
Yes.
Which made them able to get at least another 100 foot of ground that they wouldn't have normally been able to get up for being underwater.
Yes. What was the main difficulty in filming then, in these passages? Because I've filmed underground quite a lot, and I found it extremely difficult with modern equipment.
It was fun.
Yes.
We got a big inner tube.
Yes.
Out of a lorry, and we got 6 car headlights mounted,
on the front?
In a folding door with 2, a flat piece across here and 2 things so you could manoeuvre it about. And then you got the cameras and etc. But there was one point where the whole bloody lot sank.
Did it?
As I say, there's 2 lorry batteries in it, and there's these 6 car headlights.
It all fell in the water.
Which, oh yeah, a whole lot sank. And we're in water up to here. It only gave us 2 minutes filming.
Right.
So
Each time?
Each time. So
Yeah.
we had to come out, recharge the batteries and go in again. And
Goodness me. That's no easy job, is it, really?
oh, no. Well, it was fairly primitive times, wasn't it, really, if you think about it.
And can you tell me about any other incidents that you can recall when you were in the process of filming? Anything that happened to you? Anything, obstacles you had to remove, or?
Well, there was one of the arches. Some of them you'd only got an inch of airspace above the water before we actually cleared, so you had to dig the floor out. You had to dip under the water and bring rocks up.
You dipped under the water?
Oh yeah.
And you fetched
That's
the
when we
rock?
showed you the photograph where we had the door. We used the door as a boat, and you bend down, go down and fetch a rock up and put it on the top of there. And
is this this activity was to lower the water level?
It was to lower the water level, yeah.
So you could breathe
yeah.
on the way through. You didn't use diving equipment at any time, did you?
Well, we'd got them around if we needed them. If we hit bad air, then we used bottles for air, rather than using them for diving, because we weren't divers, we never claimed to be. And yeah, I did that fingernail on that job.
Did you?
I dropped a rock on it. Yeah, lifting it out, you got your hand underneath it like that, you pick it up, and of course it only weighs a fraction underwater of what it weighs out of water, and lift it up and put it on a ledge, and you don't take your fingers out and you drop it.
Oh, gosh, yes. Yes. So the film itself had a spin-off in that it got you some contacts.
It did us very well. It made us really, really well known.
Well, I mean, I'm trying now to bring it into a new generation of...
well, you can't do it now. You're not allowed to do things like that.
No, I meant the film itself is bringing
Yeah.
sort of that way of life to a new generation now, and we've transferred it to DVD, so it's come out quite well, really. Was it just this one copy then? Just one copy of the
We've
film?
only ever had that one copy.
So it's been shown probably literally hundreds of times then?
Yes, it has. Yes.
It survived pretty well.
Yeah. It lived on there for a while, top of them books.
Did it?
Yeah.
Ah, and Sid Hurstwood had it, didn't he, for a
yeah,
while, and he
yeah.
showed it about.
Yeah.
In the film, you're seeing coming out of Cromford Sophie, obviously you're very exhausted and tired. Can you recall your thoughts as you got out? And
And my statement at the end of it was never, never again.
was it?
Oh, it's very painstaking.
I bet.
And
Yeah.
again, it's a matter of having the people there all the time.
Yes.
And theoretically, we didn't really watch this properly, but you've got to be very careful what clothes you're wearing.
For continuity.
For continuity.
Yes.
There's a bit, if I remember right, there's a bit on the lake scene where I'm dressed in one outfit at the beginning and another one at the end.
I haven't noticed. Well, what would be the public's reaction to the film? Then? Not the cavers or the experts, but the general public's reaction to it.
Well, it was great. It was local history. They couldn't get more local than that, you know, and they really lapped it up.
Yes. Well, I mean, I just showed it recently at Cromford, celebrating Cromford, and we've got the place packed with people.
You would.
And,
It's always been very popular.
Yes.
It must. I don't know. I'm sure there was films before it, but not so many.
There wouldn't be many underground films,
No,
would there?
that's what I mean. There was very few things quite like that.
I mean, you have to suffer quite a lot for your art
Yeah.
by filming underground,
Yeah,
and expose yourself to some danger.
yeah.
And the clothing you wore then was mainly
Oh, it was just sort of
rubber suits, was it?
Well, lots of the time we didn't even bother with them.
You didn't.
We just got ordinary set of old clothes and that was it.
Well, you're up to your necks in water. That was
Yeah.
all. Really?
Yeah, I say it was nice and warm, so you weren't bothered.
Oh.
It was a sort of like a tepid bath.
Yes. So, well, thank you very much indeed, Doug. I think we've covered most of that. Thank you very much for your help and cooperation. Good. When I've had a good chance to have a look at what I've got, I'll come back to you again and probably show you what I've got.
Yeah.
And then we'll perhaps go out and have a look at Meerbrook.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And then Cromford, and perhaps that'll bring back a few happy memories.
Once the route was fixed, the team began to wonder if, as a climax to months of patient exploration, they could make the entire journey in a single day. Doug Nash estimated the required time as 12 to 14 hours, given good luck and navigation, and an all-out attack was organised.
Quite a sight, isn't it?
And the boat fitted up to carry them. Telephones and winches had to be manned at Great Rift and Godbehere shaft heads in case of emergency. An inflatable raft was obtained to carry ropes, first aid kits, a compass and davy lamp, and all personal gear, exposure suits and cap lamps, etc. underwent a rigorous inspection. And so, one Sunday morning at 7:30, the team went into Meerbrook Low by its front door, the Conway South.
Wow. How many years ago was it?
As soon as Nash was on his feet, David Epton was eager to discuss a return or some other journey, but the team leader's reply was not recorded.
My statement at the end of it was never, never again.
Was it?
Oh, it's very painstaking.
I bet.